What if I told you that the ancient Stoics understood the law of attraction thousands of years before it became a modern phenomenon? That Marcus Aurelius, in his tent on the battlefield, was practicing manifestation techniques that could change your life today? Most people think Stoicism is about suffering in silence. They believe the law of attraction is just wishful thinking. But when you combine these two cosmic forces, the inner mastery of the Stoics with the magnetic power of universal law, you create something extraordinary. You become unstoppable. Today, I'm sharing 7 Stoic and cosmic laws that will help you attract success every single day. These aren't just principles to understand, they're practices to live. And by the end of this video, you'll see reality differently. Welcome back to Where Stars Begin. If you're new to our galaxy family, this is where cosmic wisdom meets practical philosophy. Hit that subscribe button, because what you're about to learn will change how you approach every morning, every challenge, and every dream. Let's begin. The first law states, your inner world creates your outer reality, but only when you master what's within your control. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. This is where Stoicism and the law of attraction meet in perfect harmony. Think about it. The law of attraction teaches that your thoughts create your reality. You attract what you focus on. But here's where most people fail. They try to control outcomes. They obsess over results. They attach their peace to things outside their control. The Stoics understood something profound. There are only 3 things you truly control: your thoughts, your judgments, and your actions. That's it. Not other people. Not timing, not circumstances, just your inner cosmos. When you combine these philosophies, here's what happens. You focus your mind on what you desire. That's the law of attraction. But you release attachment to the outcome. That's Stoic wisdom. You visualize success while accepting whatever comes. You dream with an open hand. Practical application. Every morning, practice what I call the cosmic control check. Ask yourself 3 questions. 1. What can I control today? Your effort, your attitude, your response to challenges, your energy. Focus your manifestation power here. 2. What must I release? The need for others to change, the timeline, the specific form your success takes. Let the universe handle the how and when. 3. What state of being do I choose? Not what you'll do, what you'll be. Calm, confident, open, grateful. This is your energetic signature. Here's what this looks like in real life. Let's say you want a promotion at work. Most people visualize getting the promotion, then become anxious when it doesn't happen immediately. They check their email obsessively, they compare themselves to colleagues, they've given their power away. But when you apply the law of inner cosmos, you visualize yourself as the person who already has that position. You feel the confidence, you embody the leadership, you focus on what you control, your work quality, your growth, your contribution. You do the manifestation work, but you stay detached from the outcome. And here's the magic. Either you get the promotion or something better comes. Either way, you've already become the person who deserves it. You've already won. Epictetus said, don't seek for everything to happen as you wish it would, but rather wish that everything happens as it actually will. Then your life will flow well. This is manifestation meets surrender. This is cosmic wisdom. Your challenge for law number 1. Tonight, before sleep, do the cosmic control check. Write down what's within your control. Release everything else. Then visualize your ideal self, not your ideal circumstances, and feel what it's like to already be that person. The second law declares all cosmic energy exists in this moment. Past regrets and future anxieties block your manifestation power. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." Just 4 words that contain a universe of wisdom. Most people are living everywhere except right now. They're replaying yesterday's failures. They're rehearsing tomorrow's fears. And while their mind is scattered across time, the only moment where they can actually create, this moment, slips away unused. The law of attraction works in the present tense. When you affirm, "I am successful," not "I will be successful," you're claiming your power now. When you feel gratitude for what you're becoming, not what you'll have someday, you're aligning with universal flow. But the Stoics take this deeper. They teach that this moment is all you ever have, not as a limitation, as a liberation. You cannot change the past. You cannot control the future. But you can choose your thoughts, your focus, your energy right now, and now, and now. Every moment is a new beginning. Every breath is a chance to redirect your entire life. Think about how much energy you waste. Energy is the currency of manifestation. When you ruminate on past mistakes, you're spending your manifestation power on what's already dead. When you anxiety spiral about the future, you're investing in possibilities that don't exist yet. The Stoic Cosmic Practice. Here's how to reclaim your power. When you notice your mind drifting to past or future, don't fight it. That creates resistance. Instead, use what I call the anchor technique. Feel your breath, actually feel it. The cool air entering, the warm air leaving. This is happening now. Your breath is always in the present moment. It's your anchor to reality. Then ask, what is the next right action? Not the entire plan. Not the whole journey, just the next step. This question pulls you back into your power. Let me share a story. I once spoke with someone who lost their business. Everything collapsed. They spent months replaying every decision, wondering what if. Their energy was trapped in the past. Meanwhile, opportunities passed by unnoticed. When they discovered this law, everything shifted. They started each morning with a declaration. The past is complete. This moment is new. I am creating from now. They focused on the next right action. Return one phone call, update one skill, make one connection. Within 6 months, they built something better than what they'd lost. But more importantly, they became someone new, someone present, someone powerful. Seneca wrote, "While we wait for life, life passes. Stop waiting. Your success isn't coming someday. It's being built right now, in this moment, with this choice." Your practice for law number 2. Set 3 alarms on your phone today. When they go off, stop everything. Take 3 conscious breaths. Feel the present moment. Then ask, what is the next right action? Do it. This simple practice will transform your manifestation power. The third law reveals every obstacle is cosmic fuel for your next level. Resistance transforms into resilience, and struggle becomes strength. This is perhaps the most powerful fusion of Stoic and cosmic wisdom. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action." What stands in the way becomes the way. Read that again. What stands in the way becomes the way. The law of attraction often gets misunderstood here. People think it means avoiding all negativity, pretending everything is perfect, never acknowledging challenges. That's not manifestation. That's delusion. Real cosmic power means seeing obstacles as opportunities. Not just in some positive thinking way, but actually understanding that the universe uses resistance to make you stronger. Think about how stars are formed. Massive clouds of cosmic dust collapse under their own gravity. The pressure becomes so intense that atoms fuse together and a star is born. Without that pressure, without that struggle, there's no light. You are no different. Your challenges aren't punishments. They're not signs you're doing something wrong. They're the pressure creating your light. The Stoic perspective. Epictetus taught his students that every difficulty is a training exercise sent by the universe. Someone insults you, that's training in patience. You lose money, that's training in detachment. A plan fails, that's training in adaptability. When you see life this way, you stop being a victim. You become a student of the cosmos. Every setback is curriculum. The manifestation perspective. From the law of attraction angle, obstacles are course corrections. They're the universe saying, not that way, this way. They're redirecting your energy towards something better, even when you can't see it yet. The fusion practice. Here's how to practice adversity alchemy. When something goes wrong, and it will, follow this 3-step process. Step 1, the pause. Before reacting, take 1 minute, just 60 seconds. Breathe. This prevents you from making the obstacle worse with a poor reaction. Step 2, the reframe. Ask yourself, what is this teaching me? What quality is this building in me? How might this be protecting me from something worse or guiding me towards something better? This isn't toxic positivity. You're not pretending it doesn't hurt. You're looking for the lesson, the growth, the hidden gift. Step 3, the action. Decide. What's one thing I can do right now that moves me forward? Even a tiny action, especially a tiny action, because action transforms you from victim to creator. Let me tell you about someone who embodied this law. They applied for their dream job. Perfect fit, great interview. They were certain it was theirs. Then they got rejected. They could have spiraled. Instead, they practiced adversity alchemy. They asked, what is this teaching me? The answer came, you're ready for something bigger than you imagined. So they used the rejection as fuel. They upgraded their skills. They expanded their network. They clarified their vision. 6 months later, they got an opportunity they hadn't even known existed. Better title, better pay, better alignment with their values. The rejection wasn't failure, it was redirection. Marcus Aurelius faced plague, war, betrayal, and loss. Yet he wrote, to feel affection for people even when they make mistakes is uniquely human. He transformed every hardship into wisdom. He turned every obstacle into teaching. You can do the same. Every challenge you face is making you into someone capable of handling your next level of success. The universe doesn't give you dreams without also building the strength to achieve them. Your practice for law number 3. Write down your current biggest challenge. Now write, this is teaching me, and list 3 things. Then write, because of this, I'm becoming. And list 3 qualities. You've just transformed poison into medicine. The 4th law states, what you give to the universe returns multiplied, but only when given without expectation. This is where Stoic generosity meets the law of attraction's principle of circulation, and it's wildly misunderstood. The law of attraction teaches that you attract what you are, not what you want. If you want abundance, you must be abundant. If you want kindness, you must be kind. You don't get what you wish for, you get what you embody. But the Stoics add a crucial dimension. Give without attachment to receiving. Marcus Aurelius wrote, when you do something from a clear judgment that it ought to be done, don't shrink from being seen to do it, even though the mass of people are likely to judge it wrongly. Do good because it's right, not because it's rewarded. Give because it's who you are, not because of what you'll get back. Here's the cosmic paradox. When you give expecting return, you block the flow. You're coming from scarcity. I only have this much, so I need it back plus more. But when you give freely, you're declaring abundance. You're saying, I have so much that I can share without fear. The universe responds to your declaration. This doesn't mean being a doormat. It doesn't mean giving until you're empty. The Stoics were practical. Seneca, one of the wealthiest men in Rome, wrote extensively about wise generosity versus foolish waste. Here's how to practice cosmic reciprocity. The 3 circles of giving. First circle, give your presence. This costs nothing but is worth everything. When someone speaks to you, actually listen. Put your phone down. Make eye contact. Be fully there. This is rare and people feel it. Second circle, give your knowledge. Share what you know freely. Help someone solve a problem. Teach a skill. Make an introduction. Information hoarded loses value. Information shared creates connection. Third circle, give your resources. Money, time, energy. Give what you can without resentment. If giving creates bitterness, you've given too much or to the wrong place. But if it creates joy, you've found the right flow. Here's what most people miss. You're not giving to get. You're giving to become. Every act of generosity transforms you into someone capable of greater abundance. You're not manipulating the universe. You're evolving into the person who naturally attracts success. I know someone who applied this law radically. They were struggling financially, but they committed to one small act of generosity every day. Sometimes it was buying a stranger's coffee. Sometimes it was spending an hour helping a friend. Sometimes it was just a genuine compliment. They didn't do it to get rich. They did it to become generous, to embody abundance even when their bank account said otherwise. Within a year, their income tripled, not magically, through opportunities that came from the connections they'd made, the goodwill they'd generated, the person they'd become. People wanted to work with them because they radiated generosity. The Stoics called this living in accordance with nature. Nature is abundant. Trees don't hoard oxygen. The sun doesn't charge for light. Rivers don't ration water. Abundance is the natural state of the universe. When you align with this through giving, you tap into cosmic flow. Your practice for law number 4. For the next 7 days, give something every day. It can be small. It must be genuine. And here's the key. Don't tell anyone about it. Don't post it. Don't expect thanks. Just give and move on. Watch what happens to your energy, your opportunities, your sense of abundance. The 5th law teaches, between stimulus and response lies your power. Master this space and you master reality. This might be the most practical of all 7 laws. It's where Stoic discipline meets manifestation frequency. Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Think about the implications. Someone can insult you and you can choose peace. You can lose money and choose growth. You can face rejection and choose resilience. Your power isn't in controlling what happens. Your power is in choosing who you become in response. Between every external event and your response, there's a gap. For most people, it's microseconds. Something happens and they react instantly. Anger, fear, defensiveness, anxiety. But here's what changes everything. You can widen that gap. You can create space between what happens and how you respond. In that space lives your freedom. Viktor Frankl, who survived Nazi concentration camps, wrote, between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. But why this matters for manifestation. Your emotional state is your manifestation frequency. When you react from anger, you attract more things to be angry about. When you respond from calm power, you attract more situations where you feel powerful. Most people are manifestation pinballs, bouncing reactively from one emotion to another, wondering why their life feels chaotic. It's because they've given control to external circumstances. To practice of response mastery, here's how we can widen the gap. Technique 1. The sacred pause. When something triggering happens, literally pause. Count to 3. This simple act interrupts the reactive pattern. In those 3 seconds, you reclaim your power. Technique 2. The observer. Stance. Step back mentally and watch yourself. Notice, I'm feeling anger. Not, I am angry, I'm feeling anger. This tiny distinction creates separation between you and the emotion. You're not the feeling, you're the awareness experiencing the feeling. Technique 3. Choose your character. Ask yourself, who do I want to be in this moment? Not, what do I want to do? Who do I want to be? The courageous person? The wise person? The loving person? Then act from that identity. Let me share a powerful example. Someone was in a toxic work environment. Their boss was critical, unfair, demeaning. They could feel themselves becoming bitter, reactive, small. Then they discovered response mastery. Every time their boss criticized them, they practiced the sacred pause, 3 seconds of breathing before responding. Then they chose, I am the person who stays calm under pressure. I am the person who doesn't absorb others' toxicity. Their responses changed. They became measured, professional, unshakable. And something interesting happened. The boss's behavior had less power. Sometimes it even improved. But more importantly, opportunities started appearing. Other departments noticed their composure. Within months, they were offered a better position. They didn't manifest a new job by visualizing. They manifested it by becoming the person who naturally attracts better opportunities. By mastering their responses, they transformed their reality. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in Rome, practiced this daily. He wrote, "Choose not to be harmed and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed and you haven't been." This is cosmic power. This is manifestation at its deepest level. When you master your responses, you stop being a victim of circumstances. You become the creator of your experience. Your practice for law number 5. Today, practice the sacred pause 3 times. When someone says something annoying, pause for 3 seconds before responding. When you face a frustration, pause for 3 seconds before reacting. In those pauses, choose your response consciously. You're training cosmic mastery. The 6th law states, by imagining loss, you create profound gratitude, and gratitude is the highest manifestation frequency. This law sounds contradictory. Isn't the law of attraction about positive thinking? Why would we visualize negative outcomes? But here's where Stoic wisdom becomes revolutionary. The Stoics practice something called premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. Not to be pessimistic, but to be prepared. Not to attract negativity, but to appreciate what you have. Seneca wrote, rehearse them in your mind. Exile, torture, war, shipwreck. All the terms of our human lot should be before our eyes. Sounds dark, right? But here's the cosmic truth. When you imagine losing what you have, you suddenly see how blessed you are. When you mentally prepare for challenges, you remove their power to devastate you. This isn't dwelling on negativity, it's inoculation against suffering. It's appreciation practice disguised as preparation. Now here is the manifestation connection. The law of attraction teaches that gratitude is magnetic. When you're genuinely grateful, you're in a high vibrational state. You attract more to be grateful for. But most gratitude practices are shallow. I'm grateful for my health, my family, my home. We say the words, but do we feel them? Really feel them? Negative visualization makes gratitude real, profound, visceral. Now, what you can do. Once a week, take 10 minutes for this exercise. Part 1. The subtraction. Imagine losing something you value. Not to scare yourself, but to see clearly. Imagine losing your health. Really feel what that would be like. Imagine losing someone you love. Imagine losing your home, your freedom, your abilities. Stay with this for a few minutes. It's uncomfortable, but it's powerful. Part 2. The return. Now open your eyes. You still have these things. They're still here. Feel the wave of gratitude. This isn't abstract anymore. This is real, deep, overwhelming appreciation for what is. Part 3. The action. From this place of gratitude, ask, how will I honor these gifts today? Then do one thing that shows your appreciation. Call someone you love. Move your body in celebration of health. Create something that uses your abilities. I learned this law during a health scare. Waiting for test results, facing the possibility of serious illness, I realized how much I'd taken for granted, how I'd complained about minor annoyances while ignoring massive blessings. When the results came back clear, I didn't just feel relieved. I felt reborn. Every morning became a gift. Every breath became a miracle. And from that state of gratitude, opportunities flowed like never before. Not because I was manifesting from desperation, but because I was living from genuine appreciation. People felt it. Opportunities found me. Success came easier because I was vibrating at a frequency of profound thankfulness. Marcus Aurelius practiced this daily. Despite being emperor, despite having everything, he regularly contemplated loss. Not from fear, but from wisdom. It kept him humble. It kept him grateful. It kept him powerful. The cosmic truth is that everything you have is temporary. Your health will change, people will leave, circumstances will shift. This isn't pessimism, it's reality. The Stoics taught that accepting impermanence doesn't make you sad. It makes you present. It makes you grateful. It makes you alive. And gratitude is the fastest path to manifestation. Not because you're earning cosmic rewards, but because grateful people notice opportunities, attract positive relationships, and create more of what they appreciate. Your practice for law number 6. Tonight, spend 5 minutes imagining you lost your 3 greatest blessings. Really feel it. Then return to reality and feel the gratitude flood through you. From that state, write down 3 ways you'll honor those blessings tomorrow. This practice will change your frequency instantly. The 7th and final law declares, success is not a destination, but a daily direction. Small, consistent actions aligned with Stoic virtue and cosmic intention create unstoppable momentum. This is where everything comes together. All 6 previous laws find their expression in this one. The daily practice. Marcus Aurelius wrote, when you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Every day is a new chance. Every morning is a fresh beginning. But here's what most people miss. They wait for motivation, they wait for inspiration, they wait to feel ready, and while they wait, life happens to them instead of through them. The Stoic approach is that Stoics didn't rely on feelings. They relied on discipline. They understood that action creates motivation, not the other way around. You don't wait to feel like working out. You work out, and then you feel motivated. This is cosmic law in action. Movement creates momentum. Momentum creates results. Results create belief. Belief creates reality. The manifestation principle is that the law of attraction isn't about thinking and waiting. It's about alignment and action. You visualize your goal, yes, but then you become the person who achieves it through daily action. You don't attract a fit body by visualizing. You become someone who moves daily. You don't attract wealth by wishing. You become someone who creates value daily. You don't attract great relationships by hoping. You become someone who loves and communicates daily. Here's how to build unstoppable momentum. Morning alignment. First 15 minutes. Before you check your phone, before you talk to anyone, take 15 minutes for yourself. This is non-negotiable. This is your cosmic calibration. 5 minutes. Stillness. Breathe. Center yourself. Remember who you are. 5 minutes. Gratitude and visualization. Feel thankful for what you have. See clearly what you're becoming. 5 minutes. Intention setting. What are your 3 priorities today? What energy will you bring? Who will you be? This isn't extra. This is essential. You're programming your consciousness before the world programs it for you. Stoic action. The day. Throughout your day, practice the laws. Control what you can. Release what you can't. Law number 1. Stay present. Law number 2. Transform obstacles. Law number 3. Give without expectation. Law number 4. Master your responses. Law number 5. Feel gratitude deeply. Law number 6. But here's the key. Pick one small action that moves you toward your goal. Just one. Non-negotiable. Do it before anything else. Writing a book? 1 page. Building a business? 1 outreach. Learning a skill? 1 practice session. Small daily actions become massive yearly results. Someone who writes 1 page daily has a 365-page book in a year. Someone who makes 1 meaningful connection daily has 365 new relationships in a year. You don't need massive action. You need consistent direction. Before sleep, review your day. What went well? Celebrate it. This programs your subconscious for success. What challenged you? What did you learn? This transforms experience into wisdom. What's tomorrow's 1 essential action? This prepares your mind to execute. Then release the day. Don't carry it into sleep. Each day is complete. Tomorrow is new. I know someone who applied this law religiously. They wanted to change careers, but felt overwhelmed. The goal seemed impossible. So they committed to 15 minutes every morning and 1 small action every day. That's it. Morning routine, clarity, and alignment. Daily action, 1 thing toward the new career. Some days it was updating their resume. Some days it was learning a new skill. Some days it was reaching out to 1 person in that field. Nothing dramatic, nothing heroic, just consistent, aligned action. 1 year later, they had transitioned careers completely. But more importantly, they had become someone different, someone disciplined, someone who trusted themselves, someone who understood that success isn't a leap, it's a climb, 1 small step repeated until you reach the summit. Epictetus said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." Your daily actions are your philosophy made visible. Your routine is your belief system in motion. The cosmic truth of momentum is that the universe rewards consistency, not because it's keeping score, but because consistency changes you. Each time you show up, you strengthen the neural pathways of discipline. Each time you take action, you prove to yourself that you're the kind of person who follows through. And that belief, that deep knowing that you are someone who does what they say, that's the foundation of all manifestation. You're not hoping the universe will give you success. You're becoming the person who naturally creates it. Your practice for law number 7. Starting tomorrow, commit to 15 minutes in the morning and 1 small action toward your goal. Just 15 minutes, just 1 action for 30 days. Don't break the chain. Watch what happens to your reality when you marry Stoic discipline with cosmic intention. These 7 laws aren't separate. They're interconnected strands of a single cosmic truth. You are more powerful than you know. When you master your inner world while aligning with universal flow, when you practice Stoic discipline while embracing manifestation principles, You become unstoppable, not because nothing can hurt you, but because nothing can stop you. Let's recap quickly. Law number 1, master your inner cosmos. Control your thoughts and release outcomes. Law number 2, live in present power. All creation happens now. Law number 3, practice adversity alchemy. Transform obstacles into opportunities. Law number 4, give with cosmic reciprocity. Become abundant by being generous. Law number 5, master your responses. Widen the gap between stimulus and choice. Law number 6, use negative visualization. Deepen gratitude through imagined loss. Law number 7, build daily momentum. Small, consistent actions create massive results. These aren't theories. They're practices. They're not concepts to understand, but principles to live. Start with one, master it, then add another. The ancient Stoics lived these truths in the midst of plague, war, and uncertainty. They found peace while kingdoms fell. They created meaning while empires crumbled. They proved that inner mastery creates outer success. And you have their wisdom plus modern understanding of universal law. You have everything you need. Your success isn't out there somewhere. It's being built right now, in this moment, with your next thought and your next choice. So choose power, choose presence, choose growth. The universe is waiting to support the person you're becoming. If this resonated with you, if you felt something shift, hit that like button and subscribe to Where Stars Begin. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. We're building a galaxy family of people who refuse to be victims, who choose growth, who blend ancient wisdom with cosmic power. Drop a comment below. Which of these 7 laws spoke to you most? Which one will you practice today? Remember, you are not just in the universe. The universe is in you. You are not seeking success. You are becoming it. Until next time, stay stoic, stay cosmic, and keep rising. This is Where Stars Begin.